Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are getting into a brand you've probably seen all over your social media feeds, Charmfay.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere. The clothes look amazing online, super trendy, super viral.
They really do, and that's exactly what we're here to unpack. We've got a whole stack of sources, and our mission is to look at Charmfay's promises versus, well, the pretty harsh reality customers are reporting.
Right. Is it just legitimate, fast fashion,
Mhm.
or is it something more like a sophisticated scam, which is what a lot of people are saying?
So let's start with their pitch, because it's actually really detailed. They're not just selling you a dress.
No, not at all. They're selling you an eco-friendly fashion destination. That's the image.
And they have specific claims, right? About sustainable materials and
Oh, very specific. They talk about using environmentally friendly fibers, recyclable materials, high-tech fabrics, they even give a number.
the number.
Yeah, they claim that 68% of their waste is recyclable.
Wow, 68%. That is so specific that you'd almost have to believe it. It's not just vague marketing speak.
Exactly. It's a structure designed to build your trust before you even think about your credit card.
Okay, so that's the promise. A very detailed, very convincing promise. But what happens when the package actually arrives?
Well, that's where the whole thing just completely falls apart. Charmfay's Trust Pilot score is pretty dismal. It's a 2.3 out of 5.
Oof.
And the main complaint, the fundamental issue, is just straight up product deception.
So what people are getting in the mail isn't what they saw online.
Not even close. You see a picture of, say, a beautiful, rich knit sweater, maybe something that looks like linen, but what arrives is just thin, cheap polyester.
And I saw one of the worst examples of this was the pattern wasn't even woven into the fabric.
No, it was just printed on.
Mm.
A flat, cheap-looking print of a knit pattern.
That is next level deception.
It is, and it actually goes deeper. The really sophisticated part of this is that multiple sources suggest the photos on the website. They're AI generated.
Wait, what? AI? So they're not even photos of real clothes.
It seems not. They likely don't reflect any actual garment the company produces.
But why would they do that? Why not just take a quick photo of the cheap product?
It's all about speed and cost. With AI, you can generate trendy images instantly. You don't need a model, a photographer, or even the actual item. It points to an operation that only cares about quick sales.
Which is exactly what the security analyses seem to confirm.
Scam Advisor gives their domain a very low trust rating. Scam Detector flags it for, potential phishing and spam.
Okay, those are big red flags.
But the one that really gets me is from a site called Gridoft. They rated Charmfay a 1,
A 1 out of 10.
a 1 out of 100.
1 out of 100. That's not just a bad business score. That sounds like a warning.
It is. A score that low is usually for sites that might be built for data harvesting or just, short-term shell companies.
So if it's basically a shell trying to get a refund for your printed on polyester sweater, must be.
An absolute uphill battle. That's the term customers use.
So what do they do?
The main tactic is to make you ship the item back to China. It's expensive, it takes forever, and often nothing comes of it. Or support will just ghost you. Maybe offer you a tiny partial credit to go away.
So the verdict seems pretty clear then. Charmfay is extremely risky, and that whole sustainability thing is just...
That's just window dressing. A cover for a very low-quality, high-risk operation.
So what's the advice for anyone listening who might still be tempted?
Look, if you absolutely have to try it, think of it as a gamble. Only place a very small test order with money you are fully prepared to lose.
And use protection.
Always. Use a payment method with buyer protection, like PayPal. And the second that package arrives, save everything. Photos, receipts, screenshots. You will probably need them.
It's just wild to see how sophisticated marketing, with the AI photos and the detailed greenwashing, can hide such a risky business.
It really is.
It leaves you with a pretty big question, doesn't it? How are you, as a consumer, supposed to verify any of this? How can you trust a product's quality or its eco-claims when the very image you're looking at might be completely fabricated?
Yeah. What tools are we going to need in the future just to trust any online store that pops up in our feed?